The week number 11 Buy Low show begins right now. Kickoff of the Monday Night Football game. That's kicking off right now too. Closing out week 10, but week 11 is staring you and I in the face, and we need to know what players to attack, what players to buy low heading into week number 11. The Fantasy Football Show. This isn't even a buy low show. Some of these guys aren't going to be able to be had on the cheap, but they're worth buying. That show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Live whenever news breaks. Live Monday through Friday, like right now at 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. And we're here to kick off the closing game of week number 10, the Monday Night Football game. And your boy Josh Allen, my boy Josh Allen, Diggs, facing off against the Broncos. Will Javonte Williams get used? Will we see some Gabe Davis action? And will Dalton Kincaid please report? Dalton Kincaid, please report to the moon. Your space shuttle's ready. Dalton Kincaid.
To the moon.
Please report to the moon. Can we get a Dalton touchdown? Is that too much to ask for? I say no. I don't know about you. I know I'm a little greedy after coming off this freaking monster week number 10 that we all pretty much had across the board. A lot of moon men doing good. A lot of players from the show doing good. Some of our buy low targets doing good. This man Davante Adams doing good. And he had a tough matchup too. These are your buys going into week number 11. This man right here, Keaton Mitchell, might be the top of the waiver wire show later tonight, as we almost always do the upcoming week waiver wire show immediately following the Monday Night Football game. So prepare for that. And on that show, the number one pickup of the year is going to be Keaton Mitchell, with dare I say potentially, let me get over to the waiver wire graph here that we have. Dare I say that Keaton Mitchell, the odds of him being the top pickup of the year, probably going to be potentially close to a 10, maybe a 9. We'll see where he floats, but make sure you tune in for the waiver wire show. But not only is he a great ad, he's a potential monster go-get. A potential monster, have him included into a trade where you're maybe trading away a bigger player, a perceived bigger player across position, and you get this man back. Let's say you've got an RB and you need to mix things up. Okay? Let's say you've got Pollard and you want to trade him away. Depending on your vantage point, he's either a go buy dirt cheap because everybody in here panicking about him for good reason. Like I've already seen a Pollard like this one right here from Joe. Pollard is not a buy. It's this very statement that tells you that he is, because if people are freaking out about him and giving him away, you can acquire Pollard at what is nowhere near running back one value. So Pollard is absolutely a buy. Pollard is a panic if you hold him. If you have him, you are panicked. You're a panicked Peter. If you have Tony Pollard, you're a panicked Peter. You're a scared Scotty. You're a petrified Peter and a worried William if you own Pollard. But that's the nature of the buy low, sell high business, bro. And that very comment is why he's a buy. But let's say you have him and you need to sell him. That is also a very understandable statement and concern and approach. Let's say you own Tony Pollard. Well, you can't trade him straight up for Keaton Mitchell, can you? No, because you're not a moron. But you do believe there's upside in Keaton Mitchell that might even trump Tony Pollard. It might trump a lot of players. It might be this value right here in Keaton Mitchell could become nothing, or it could become league-winning, high-end running back 2 type production, maybe even low-end running back 1 type production. So let's say you own Tony Pollard and you could trade him for Keaton Mitchell. You're not doing that straight up, but now you get a Davante Adams in the mix. You're trading Pollard for Adams. You're trading Pollard for Devonta Smith. You're trading Pollard for Puka Nacua. You're trading Pollard for Deebo Samuel. You're trading Pollard for a plethora of wide receiver options and you just go down the pecking order. You know, obviously, the individual that has Keaton's got to have one of these wide receivers, but if they're hurting at RB, they're willing to take a chance on an RB. This is how you replace your RB spot with Keaton Mitchell, and you swap across positions Pollard for said wide receiver, even if it's Deebo Samuel. This guy could potentially win you a league, and I don't think off the waiver wire he's going to lose you your league, and I don't think via trade right now he's going to lose you your league if you're wrong on him. Keaton Mitchell's not going to cost you what Devon Achane costs you right now. Who's also, even though he's not a buy low, he's a buy target because he can win you a league. There are still people out there, some of which own him right now, that don't understand that this is a top 5 overall player. I didn't stutter. I didn't say top 5 running back. I said top 5 overall player. Devon Achane is a top 5 overall player. Keaton Mitchell might be something resembling Devon Achane, and he costs nothing of the sort. He costs nothing close to even high-end running back 2 value. He costs you what I said in a combination trade might allow you to slip out of a player you don't really love right now. Maybe DeAndre Swift into a very doubted wide receiver, and you get Keaton Mitchell on top of it. There's so many ways to go acquire Keaton Mitchell right now if he's on an existing team. But the good news is he's not even rostered in half of fantasy leagues right now, meaning he's on waiver wire, meaning that when we do our waiver wire show and we talk about him being potentially the top pickup of the year, he's going to get a very, very high score. Now, the Buffalo Bills are taking the field right now. Kickoff just occurred. Josh Allen breaks the huddle. He's in the gun. James Cook is right to his right-hand side. He motions him across into the slot. Now the backfield's empty. First snap of the game, Allen throws it to Cook, who just went in motion. Caught the ball for about a 4 or 5 yard. Fumbles the football. Fumbles the football. First play, Cook fumbles the football. Bronco ball. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now we'll see the replay. Cook looks baffled, like, oh, it wasn't me, or maybe he's just shocked he dropped the ball. Let's see for ourselves. Yeah, that ball's out, Cook. I don't think your knee's even close to the ground, but let's see the replay, Cook. You seem shocked. Don't wave anybody over like, oh, let's go ahead and review that. Ball's out. Ball's out. His knee wasn't even close to the ground. That is a turnover. Bronco football. Maybe Javonte Williams says, you know what? You need Dalton Kincaid, Smitty. I'll dial up a touchdown for you on the ground and make the Buffalo Bills throw the football. That's what's happening right here. Let's dial up a little Dalton Kincaid action, shall we? We'll come back to that when they get the ball back. But all right, we need some Javonte Williams. It's Javonte season. We don't need no reason. We don't need no reason. Ruckus with a $20 hauler. Appreciate you. Tyler with the $13.99 hauler. Appreciate you. That's the first super chat of the evening. Javonte gets the carry. Okay, 2-3 yards. This is a tackle-breaking monster. I hope he gets 20 totes of the rock in tonight's game. We need Javonte to get fed. We need to see what Javonte's capable of doing, getting, and we need the volume to be there. Let's feed our man Javonte Williams. I sense a Javonte touchdown right here. These super chats, drop Fields. I don't know, Dustin. I mean, like, what are your options? Do I drop Fields? He's about to come back for the first time. It's a kind of awkward time for you to just drop Fields. You've been waiting on him, and he's coming back. You're gonna drop him. Williams, nothing. That's about 2 carries for 4 yards. Not his fault. Buffalo is stout. Not his fault, but Javonte needs something he can pop out to the outside, to be quite frank. First super chat of the evening, $13.99 hauler from Tyler. Tyler, appreciate you dropping that first super chat of the evening. Huge trade. Team is Hurts, Walker, Monty, Sharps, Jamar Chase. Hold on. Dell, Kelsey, Pollard, Cooper. Okay, so what is this? And Cooper for Chase and Monty. What is this? Got offered Kelsey, Pollard, and Cooper. Amari Cooper. Kelsey, Pollard, and Cooper for Monty and Chase. I'd rather have Chase and Monty right now, bro. Chase and Monty. It's crazy because like my initial reaction reading that is like, whoa, you're getting a lot of question marks. You know, so just trust in Monty. As much as we love Gibbs, it doesn't mean we can't love Monty a whole bunch, bro. He's getting fed. $5 hauler from Allen. Herbert and Swift for Goff and Achane. Okay, there we go. That's not Javonte. See, that's what pisses me off when McLaughlin comes in and he gets a scat back carry. You know, it's 3rd and long, and the defense is, you know, spread out. They're not trying to crouch the line of scrimmage. There's no 8-man front. It's a passing down. It's a passing defense. It's an easy like 4, 5, 6, 7 yard rip for whatever running back's going to get handed this football on a draw or delay. And, you know, that's what you want Javonte to get. That was an easy carry. It makes McLaughlin look better. He's got this, you know, wide open gap. Field goal 3-0. Could be worse. Buffalo Bills. First play of the game. Cook got sent in motion. Runs a route. Fumbles the ball immediately. He looks disappointed in himself, as he should be. You're a grown professional player that should be holding on to the football. And you should, frankly, if I was the coach, I'd send him with the football around the campus the entire week without the ability to set it down. 10-team, full PPR. Should I trade Justin Herbert and Swift for Goff and Achane? I lean Goff and Achane, my guy. I would still try and upgrade my QB situation after this is done, but, you know, I'm not saying trust in Goff all year, but I believe Achane is the real deal, and I think you need to do it live. 2 $20 haulers back to back with Kyle dropping a 50 wad. Can we do, because we're in a time crunch a little bit, can we do triple bunk beds here? Can I do money on the top is Howard, and then 2 side bunk beds, Ruckus and Sam? Let's do it live. Appreciate you for the $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
We didn't put on the shades, the lucky shades. That's probably what happened. That's why there was a fumble. That's why Kincaid didn't score a touchdown immediately. That makes sense. We messed that up. That's on me. That's on me. That's my bad. Appreciate everybody being in here. TM42 in the building. Jay Biden in the building. Appreciate you guys dropping your super wattage on screen. We've got the Sam $20 hauler. We got the Howard $50 hauler. We've got the just accepted this offer. Mike, Kyler, Ramondre, and Ridley for Breece and Terry. Mike, Kyler, Ramondre, and Ridley. I take the Breece Hall side, but that's tough. It's tough. I mean, it's a close call. We got Allen full team. Should I trade Justin Herbert? I got that one out of the way. Appreciate you, my big man. And Ruckus, thank you so much for your super chat, kind sir. And then I think there was another one. Lucas, did I not get Lucas? Let me put Lucas's over here. Lucas, appreciate you. I think I'm all caught up getting them on screen at least. Let me get through them. So $50 hauler from Kyle. Kyle says, you're the damn man. You're the damn man. No, you're the damn man, Howard. The pleasure is all on this side of the table. Howard dropping $50 haulers. Not even a question. Just gracing us with his presence. Absolute menace. You're going to Saturn.
To Saturn.
Saturn, my guy. 227 of you in here. Punch that thumb up button on your way in the door, please. We only have 41 thumbs up. Those are rookie numbers. Howard, I'm keeping you in the corner because you're a menace. Rutgers with a $20 hauler. I want to get Achane. Here's my team. ETN, Swift, Herbert, Connor, Puka, Deontay, JSM Pitts. I mean, to get him, look, I'd try to hang on to Chase. I'd try to hang on to ETN if I'm you. Do I trade like Connor and Deontay? Do I trade Puka and Swift? I mean, Puka could be pretty damn good going forward. So I don't know if I just start throwing Puka around like a rag doll. But I think, it is something that might be required if you want to get the big dog on your team. Interception, Denver. 2 turnovers in a row. Unbelievable. 2 turnovers in a row. Was that the first play? No, I think that was the second. Dog Kincaid was about to catch that too. Come on, Josh Allen. Come on. Throw that high. Throw it high. Okay, that's 1 foot down. Control. Nope, he doesn't have it. That's not it. That's not an interception. We're good. Send Dalton back onto the field. That is fine. That one's going to be okay. Smitty's up. I want to get H-Chan. You know, like Connor and Puka. Okay, hold on. Okay, Josh Allen, snap the ball. I know I'm a little behind because of the YouTube delay. Allen throwing a missile to nobody. I don't know who was supposed to catch that one, Josh. 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20. Did Kyle drop another $50 wad on screen? Kyle, you're a unicorn. In just a minute, I'll tell you why and show you why. Kyle dropping another $50 wad. I'm going to answer your question next. Kyle, appreciate you. Okay, Josh Allen. Where's my football? It's 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20. Here's my football. Okay. 2nd and 20. Josh Allen in the gun. Quick pass to Kincaid. That's what we like to see. Get him about 4 or 5 yards in a PPR point. We're okay with that. Kincaid season. Denver's like scrambling. They're like, let's get the ball so we can kick another field goal, make it 6-0. Yeah, let's terrorize this team. I got news for Denver, though. The problem with this is you can turn the ball over 3 straight times in a row to Denver, let him kick 3 field goals. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how Josh Allen starts. He's going to score way more points than you. That's how football works. Allen throws a missile to Gabe Davis. Missile, first down. 22 yards, not a problem. I'm Josh Allen. I can do anything. I'm Smitty approved.
You've just been...
Okay, Josh Allen, just a cannon. Just a cannon on this man. What do we got here? Okay, running the ball. Who's that, Murray? Lat Murray up the middle. Number 28, Lat Murray. He looks pretty good considering he's 80,000 years old. He looks pretty good. Lat Murray, nice job. Okay, we're looking at a 2nd and 2 roughly. Josh Allen. Let's maybe throw a little quick strike to Dalton Kincaid, if you will, if you dare. All right, Josh Allen in the gun. He's so smooth, got his hands in his... Oh, no, he's under center now. They're going to hand it off to Murray again. Lat Murray gets big rip left. Oh, nice change of directions. Lat Murray says, I heard you, Smitty. This young man's ripping one off. You know what's nice about this game right now? I saw Lat Murray in a very, very tough situation, make a cutback, run left, get a first down, and I had 0% of me concerned that a yellow little laundry flag was going to come up on screen. Unlike when I watched the New York Jets play football, and I see Breece Hall score a touchdown, and I knew in my soul that there was going to be a red flag, laundry would be on the field. I knew it. I didn't see it yet. He scored a touchdown. They said Breece Hall touchdown. And I knew it. In my core, there was going to be a flag. And certainly, a little delay. And, there's some laundry on the field. Called it back. Garrett Wilson, big catch. I knew it. In my bones, in my soul, that Garrett Wilson's big catch would get called back. Let's just wait a few minutes. Yep, there's laundry on the field. It's called not trusting what you see. And you start to develop a lot of mistrust with some of these teams. And the Jets should be ashamed of themselves. And Robert Saleh saying we're sticking with Zach Wilson really pisses me off. All right, Josh Allen striking the pose. Flag. All right, let's get back to this real quick. I got Howard with the super chat. Howard, appreciate you very much with your super. Howard, $50 hauler. Again, just straight up monster style tonight, bro. You were an absolute gem. CTE Sports, I got you right here. And then another super chat from T. Benz. Okay, I think I'm caught up dragging everything on screen. Let me get through these super chats. I've been on a rant here. James Cook. Okay. In the gun, Josh Allen back to pass. Nice little pitch and catch with Dalton Kincaid. Let's get Dalton Kincaid more involved. Another reception. We'll take it. Howard, I got a running back. Bijan Hall, Monty, Aaron Jones, Rashad White. Wide receiver, Olave, Lamb, Devontae Adams. I could get Kupp. What running back would you send? At QB, I got Kyler, Fields, and Purdy. Yeah, Kyler could be pretty good here coming up here. And Fields still has upside. If I'm you, I'm sending Aaron Jones. If I'm you, I'm sending Rashad White and Olave for Kupp and something. If I can get away with that. Oh, interception. Interception. It doesn't matter though. Like I said, Josh Allen throwing another pick. It feels like everything. This feels like the sky's falling right now, right? Wrong. Because the Denver Broncos, unless Javonte gets fed, are going to march down the field and kick a field goal. It's going to be 6-0. Then all of a sudden the Buffalo Bills will score, and then they'll be winning the game. But man, Josh, you gotta. That wasn't Josh's fault. That was on Gabe Davis. That went through Gabe Davis's fingertips. That wasn't Josh Allen's fault. So anybody about to blame Josh Allen, you can't blame Josh Allen. They're showing Gabe Davis's face right now. He's taking off his helmet. He's obviously upset at himself because he couldn't keep his mitts on the football, and he let it slip right through his kung fu grip. Watch this. Let me show you something. Watch this. I don't miss. Fingertip grab. I got sunglasses on. Fingertip grab. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. Ready? I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, so try that, Kyle. If I had to, I would send Aaron Jones for Cooper Kupp. Aaron Jones and a receiver. I don't know if I'd send Aaron Jones and Olave, but I would certainly send Olave and Rashad White and try and get something back. Try. No, anybody blaming that interception on Josh Allen? They need to watch the replay. Rutkus, want to get Achane. I think I told you already. Connor and Deontay Swift and Deontay Swift, Connor and Deontay. I try my best not to get Puka Nacua involved. Don't trade ETN. But I try those, and if you got to get Puka in there, Achane's worth it. And you might have to pay the price for Achane. I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, watch this. Watch two more real quick. Oh. All right, CTE, appreciate you. $10 hauler, by the way, from CTE. Hi, Smitty. First dono for me. First dono to Saturn. Appreciate you, CT. I bought Gibbs because of you. Please rate my team and suggest any trades. This is like a big punt, by the way. Like Denver's down on the 10-yard line, and you've got a man named Russell Wilson who throws to imaginary players more than he does his own players, trying to march his team down the field. Burrow, Pollard, Gibbs. Look, panic on Pollard, sure. Trade him for Keaton Mitchell and Devontae Adams, sure. Trade him for, someone like JT by giving up like an Ayuk, maybe. Possibly. Maybe you get something back. But that's it. Don't panic on Pollard in the sense that you're getting rid of him for nothing. Can we get Javonte the ball? What are we doing? This is what I feared. We come out and see Javonte not get fed the ball. 12-team PPR, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. I like your team a lot, bro. I like your team a lot, especially because you 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. You don't even have to start all 3 of your RBs. Pollard's maybe someone you trade to beef up your receivers are great too. What if you went with Gibbs? Oh, Gibbs and Pollard are your 2 RBs. Okay. Yeah, I like your team. I don't know that I'm touching much of this. This is a great squad, my guy. This is a great squad. Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen, Gibbs, Pollard, Burrow. If I were you, I'd trust Pollard. If you can't get, you say you had Devon Achane, right? No, you had Gibbs. Okay, try Achane. Pollard and Ayuk for Achane. Do it live. That's going to be my advice to you, CTE. Kiren, Pollard for Kiren. Give up a little something else. I don't mind that as well. That's also a good move. Russell Wilson throws it to Javonte. Nice little first down. Is it just me? Is it my bias creeping in? Or does Javonte just looks so great every time he catches runs? He's one of the most smooth looking players in terms of his mechanics and his contact balance and his ability to just shake off a tackler. That's why he, before he tore his ACL, walked in as the most tackle breaking capable running back in the National Football League by far. Javonte in the backfield right now. All right, offsides. God, Denver. It's probably going to be a run to Javonte. Just Denver feels a lot like the Jets in that you get some momentum, you get excited about the fact that they're going to run your player, and then you get a flag. Then you get a false start. You get a holding. You get something that creeps in like an illness. Smitty, you're another Kyle $50 hauler. Can I get Kupp for one of the running backs I listed? Let's see here. Bijan, Kupp. I think you could probably trade any one of those RBs for Kupp. I'm not saying that they'll take it, but the running back I'd want to hold is probably Hall and Bijan. Monty's pretty solid as well. Was there a fumble? I looked away for 1 second. I'm gonna have to rewatch that because I was reading the super chat and all of a sudden I see a Buffalo Bill player in the end zone right now. 6-0. What happened? I'd probably say Aaron Jones for Kupp, sure. Isn't he down though? He's down. No, maybe he's not down. He rolled on to Floyd. This is gonna be replayed. This is phenomenal. I love stuff like this. Okay, and now my stream crashed on the TV side of things. I got 2 internet connections, and my internet connection is down on the TV portion. I got to pull it up on my phone. You got to be kidding me. Trade Monty, trade Aaron Jones, trade Rachaad White. I try and trade Rachaad White and Olave. If not, for Cooper Kupp, I would trade either Monty, Aaron Jones for Kupp. I'd rather keep Hall. Actually, you know what? Let me change that. I'd rather keep Monty and Bijan if I had to pick. I'd rather keep Hall over Aaron Jones. I'd rather keep Aaron Jones last. But if I had to trade Hall or Aaron Jones for Cooper Kupp, I would do it, Kyle. Kyle, I appreciate you. And Kyle, you're a unicorn right now, bro.
He is a unicorn.
Any $100 hauler or higher, you automatically go on the unicorn board. So, Kyle, you're a unicorn. Proud of you, pal. You made it. Russell Wilson scrambling. Apparently that was not a touchdown. Okay, Kyle, appreciate you again for your triple super chats. You were an absolute monster. T-Benz, 5-5. Wide receivers are Debo, DJ Moore, and Amari. Running backs are Bijan, Gibbs, Achane, Eckler. Kincaid. QB's Kyler Hurts. Who do I trade out of my running backs for Kupp? T-Benz wants the same thing that the same service that Kyle got. Go get me Cooper Kupp. I would say, bro, I'm keeping Achane and Gibbs, and I'm not trading them. Bijan for Kupp, maybe. Eckler, no. Bijan for Kupp. I would do Bijan for Kupp. I would do that. I would take Bijan, and if I had to turn him into Adams, Kupp, or a couple players like that, that was an awful play. That was an awful throw by Russell Wilson. 4th down, he throws it at the feet of, who was that? God, Russell Wilson's bad. See, the Bills can keep turning it over, you know, and the Broncos will be lucky if they get a field goal out of it. So this is nothing. Like, the Bills are going to score once and be leading, even though they've turned the ball over twice, and the Broncos have scored, and it's just crazy. Like I'm telling you, at the end of this game, it's not going to even be close. It doesn't matter how they start out. The Bills will eventually score too many points for the Broncos to even see them anymore. DJ Moore, Amari. This is a good team though, bro. If it's me, I'm trading Bijan for Kupp. Now, would I give up DJ Moore as well? Depends on what you could get back. Would I trade Kyler and Bijan for Kupp? Maybe he needs a quarterback. I don't know who your backup tight end is, Benz, but I would definitely give up Bijan. I don't like trading Eckler for Kupp. I don't like trading. I don't know if I like trading Gibbs either in HN. I keep it. Your team's good. I think maybe Adams for Bijan. I think if you can't get Kupp, you go get Adams. If you can't get Adams, you go get Puka. You know, any one of those wide receivers for Bijan would do you a solid. 5-5, Howell, Tua, Brees, Gibbs. I have both Jake Elliott, Dicker, the kicker, trade piece moves. Your kickers, no one's trading for a kicker heating up, I'm sorry to tell you. 5-5, Howell, Tua, Brees, Gibbs, Bijan, Hunt, Keaton, Mitchell, Ayuk, Amon-Ra, Rice. This is a good team. I don't know that there's many trade moves or maneuvers for you other than if you were to trade somehow Brees and Ayuk to get an Eckler, Brees and Ayuk to get a potential Achane. And I would do that personally. That's just me. Past that, I don't know that there's much for you to do. I don't want you moving Amon-Ra. I don't want you moving Gibbs. I actually like Tua a lot. Bijan, I would potentially trade Brees or Bijan to maybe go get a Kupp. Achane. Past that, bro, I'm kind of riding this team out for another week and then see what happens. Cruz, appreciate you. 3-7 PPR. Tua, JT, Aaron Jones, Ford, Warren, Olave, Devonta Smith. JT and Olave on bye next week. Need to trade to win. Any recommendations on a wide receiver 1 combo to go for? You don't really have a ton of trade value, I hate to tell you, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Dell's got some trade value, obviously, but I don't know if people are going to overpay. I think that you need to potentially trade JT, and you need to go after some sort of crafty, undervalued maneuver. Like, it is what it is. Like, you either ride it out one more week, but if you think you're not going to make the playoffs if you get the L, then you have to trade JT, and you have to take a gamble on a Pollard and wide receiver, 2 players for 1, or let's say Devontae Adams and Ramondre. You know, go to the Ramondre owners, see what wide receiver they have. Maybe they got Puka and Ramondre for JT, Cooper Kupp and a Keaton Mitchell for JT. You have to do something, Cruz. But I'd go to the Keaton Mitchell owner. Maybe he's available on waivers. Do you have Keaton Mitchell? You don't. Keaton Mitchell and Cooper Kupp. See who the Keaton Mitchell owner has, because he alone could potentially replace at RB your running back spot quietly, and then you get that Cooper Kupp. Olave for Debo potentially, who is bye week free. Lucas, Olave for Debo. Maybe you attack that. TM, Pollard and London for Adams and Mitchell. I take Adams and Mitchell and I run. Broski. Jay Biden, appreciate you. Got offered Debo for Stevenson tonight. I take Debo and I run, kind sir. CT, hey Smitty, first dono. I got that one already on screen. Thank you. Hall or Kamara for playoffs. I'm going to take probably Kamara for right now. And then $20 hauler from Sam. I'm sorry, Sam, it took me so long to get to this one. Dynasty Superflex. Do I trade my Walker, Howell, and 2024 first rounder for his Eckler in 2025? Do I trade my Walker and Howell in 2024 for his Eckler in 2025? I'm going to say hell no, because this is a dynasty, bro. Like, Eckler has no more dynasty value past this year. Like, maybe half a season, maybe, or something. You're going to see what happened to Henry this year is going to happen to Eckler next year. So Walker's got tremendously more value. So absolutely not. No way, shape, or form am I doing this. Do I love the idea of getting an Achane or something using maybe Walker? Yeah. Do I like the idea of a Bijan right now on a little bit cheaper than normal using Walker? Sure. Let me just reread this one more time and make sure. So do I trade my Walker? Yeah, no. So unless if you trade Walker, you're going after Achane, you're going after Bijan, you're going after Gibbs. Walker's pretty damn good. Go after Hall maybe, but I don't trade Walker. Eckler maybe helps you win now, and unless you're planning on bailing on this league, it is a travesty to be trading away a player like freaking Kenneth Walker for a guy that's not going to be, even doing anything for you anymore, bro. In Eckler next year. Appreciate you for dropping that. Should I start Kupp moving forward? Yes, of course you should, Cameron. He's a must go get player on this screen here. Let me move this out of the way. Thank you, Kyle, for your super chats, my guy. You are the man, the myth, the legend. 220 people in here, only 73 thumbs up. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Kiren, 3 Ram players on here. Bye week free going forward. Cooper Kupp is not only a must start, bro. He's a top potential 5 to 10 wide receiver. Big range there, but 5 to 10 I think is very, very safe. B-Men, Hall or Kamara for the playoffs. I answered that one already, and I said give me Kamara, but I love both of them. I still like Hall a lot. Buffalo Bills are punting better than an INT or a fumble or whatever. Need a running back. What buy low running back should I get? On screen, Kiren. On screen, Bijan. On screen, Achane, not buy low, but worth paying what his fair market value is because he's going to explode above it. But Kiren, Pollard if you're desperate. Look, it is what it is. You can say don't buy Pollard if you're watching right now and you don't like Pollard, but some people can't afford to not take a gamble. And Pollard is a good gamble to take because he's going to be discounted heavily. Mitchell, love Mitchell. He's probably on waivers. If he's not, you could trade for Mitchell and a wide receiver using an RB. But Mitchell, if he's on waivers, bro, that might be your answer. Keaton Mitchell might be your answer when they go to where you don't even need to make a trade. Superfish, if you would trade Pollard for Kyren Williams, would you flat out drop Pollard for Kyren? Look, I'm not going to say I'd drop Pollard in any context. I don't know what your waiver wire looks like. I don't know if you're on you can only have 4 RBs. I would trade them if I could, and if you couldn't, you got to swap out Kyren. I don't know if you got another RB that you could drop though, so I can't really answer this question, but I'd say you've got to trade him. I mean, you can't trade him for like Kincaid if you got no tight end, or trade Pollard and let's say you had Burrow for Mahomes just to get the small upgrade. Like, try something, Superfish. But to answer your question, I'll answer it this way. I would rather have Kyren than Pollard without hesitation. Pollard is especially frustrating because just went up against Dak and CD. Yeah, Dak and CD exploded. Thank you, Superfish, for your super chats. Appreciate you. $10 hauler from Slum.
The moon.
Slum, appreciate you dropping a wad on screen. Superfish coming in with another super chat, and then Pierce. I got all 3 of you on here, and I'm going to attack these right one after the other, and then we'll be all caught up on super chats. Maybe we even take a couple phone calls. Does anybody have a commercial with? I'm trying to catch up on some of this chat questions too. DJ Moore, ceiling is high. It is, Daddy, but I don't know that I love him. Okay, Daddy Dennis, I don't know that I love him. It's definitely questionable. Superfish, here's my 1 QB squad. Hurts, Stroud, Achane, Bijan, Pollard, Swift, Pacheco, Kamara, JJ, Ridley, Nico, Dell, Laporta, Kincaid. Here's the thing, though, is like, and I'll ask the chat this: do you guys like Swift, who's also tailing off, or Pollard more going forward? In this context here, if Kiren's on waivers, can I get a vote on Swift versus Pollard? I would love to know. Josh Allen is mid, says Manny. Manny, clearly, no offense, bro, but clearly Javonte almost breaking. Oh my! It felt like he was gonna go to the end zone. That was about an 8 or 9 yard run. Oh, Javonte Williams is just one carry away from. He just keeps needing to be fed. He's one carry away from that one run. It's going to be 70 yards to the house, and then we're all excited playing Javonte Williams animations and singing Kumbaya. Sorry, Manny, I don't mean this to come out the wrong way, but you're clearly talking with some, like, I'm a fan of one team goggles on your face right now, Manny. And Javonte, first down. Josh Allen's mid. Superfish, appreciate you. What's everybody voting? Swift, Pollard. Majority of the Swift votes. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I just wanted to know. Slum,
To the moon.
appreciate your $10 hauler, broski. Dude, that is the 9th place. Had 8 players on a bye, so I shot my shot. I sent Ridley, Garrett Wilson, Osborne for Kelsey and Devonta Smith. He rejected, then resent. Same trade next day. I accepted, but feel like I colluded. You know, you did a good trade when you feel like you want to call the owner up and go, "Can I give you something else? You know, can I throw something back at you? I feel like this didn't go the way it should have went." Congratulations, got him. I love when people say that bad trades don't happen in their league, because they happen all the time. Got them. Trade Pittman, Gibson, and Pierce for Bijan.
Got him.
You could say Bijan's this big concern all you want, but when you get him at that price tag, that's what you call a got him trade, no doubt about it. Andre, $5 hauler, traded away Ayuk for James Conner in a full PPR. Ayuk for James Conner. Take a lap. No, that could go either way. I'd lean Ayuk, but a position of need can determine whether you make something like that. Get Javonte back in there. What are we doing here? I hate this committee BS, bro. Put the best running back on the field. What is this rotation crap about? You think Javonte wants to come off the field? I don't think so. I have CMC, ETN, Brees. I don't know that you needed Connor. Puka, Dell, DK. You needed Ayuk a little more, Sam Crow. Traded away Ayuk. So I don't know why you would have done that for James Conner when you got CMC, ETN, Brees, and I mean, you're fine. You're fine. There's the 3 good running backs. Puka, Dell, DK is good too, but I think you probably could have used Ayuk a tad more, or it was pretty even, and I'd just rather have Ayuk. But I don't think you take a lap on it. My QB, Goff, Kyler, running back, Bijan, Brees, Achane, wide receiver, Adams, Puka, T, Higgins, Dell, McLaurin, Laporta, Waller. What trade should I make? Honestly, if I could trade away, let's say, McLaurin or T, Higgins, or like one of those players to upgrade Kyler slightly to Tua Tagovailoa, I would probably do that. I do like Kyler a lot, but I would look to make that small maneuver. Would I trade Bijan? Given you've got Brees Hall, I don't know if I do that. I think this is a team I sit on, and I try my best to sell T, McLaurin, and depending on what tight ends are on waivers, like if McBride's out there, I would potentially exploit using Laporta and McLaurin to try and get that slight, little, like part of me thinks maybe Laporta and T and Laporta McLaurin for. You got Adams already. This is tough. Maybe you upgrade Brees Hall slightly. Brees Hall to Eckler by giving up T. Higgins and McLaurin, or Laporta and McLaurin, or something like that. It's a lot to give, but it will put you in a nice position upgrading your RB slightly and using depth that, yeah, it's nice to have it, but we're approaching crunch time right now. $20 hauler from Easy.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Appreciate you, broski. I currently scored 12,064 points on the season. 12-man league. Thank you for your advice. My team is 4-5. Hurts, AJB, Puka. It's great so far. Achane, Gibbs, that's phenomenal. Mitchell, phenomenal. Herbert Dynasty Ascent. I like it, bro. And I'd even go as far as to say, like, Hurts, Puka, A.J. Brown, Achane, Gibbs, Mitchell. I don't even want you trading anything. I like what you got, and I think it all comes together, and your 4-5 turns into 5-5, then 6-5, then 7-5, and 8-5, and then you walk straight into the playoffs, and you start just knocking people off one at a time. Appreciate your super chat, appreciate your support, and I love your team, pal. Devo, appreciate you. Stroud, Dak, running back, Gibbs, Walker, Stevenson, Achane, JJ, Amon-Ra, Adams, phenomenal wide receivers, Kincaid, Laporta. Go to the tight end needy teams. Try and upgrade Cooper. Use Cooper to upgrade Walker into Eckler. Use Cooper and Laporta or Kincaid and Cooper and Walker to upgrade into a slightly better RB. I love Achane. You got Achane. I love Eckler, potentially JT, but you could argue that Walker and JT are close, and I don't know that I throw too much at that. Thielen could be thrown at that to make that upgrade. Russell Wilson scrambling for a nice little 15 or so gainer. Nice job. But the tight end needy team is your potential move there, right? And then also quarterback. I like Stroud. I do. Dak and Stroud have been balling, bro. You even have a dilemma. Which one do you start each week? But you could play around with the idea of Cooper and Dak for Mahomes on the cheap. Everyone's pretty pissed off at Mahomes right now. It's doable. It's doable, bro. And Thielen and maybe Stevenson, Thielen and Walker for that Eckler. That's all I'd work on. I'd focus on Eckler. I'd focus on potentially maybe Tyreek Hill using maybe I wonder if you could, and I love Adams, but I wonder if you could trade Adams and like Stevenson and one of the tight ends if, let's say, the tight end needy team had a McCaffrey, a Tyreek Hill, a Diggs, a Jamar Chase, etc., and you just added that one upgrade Devo. Past that, you don't need to do anything. You got these rich person problems, bro. Your team is phenomenal. You could stand down pretty easily. And I think you're in a top 4 situation in your league, and you just need to pick people off one by one. Russell Wilson, scrambling for his life, escapes, throws the ball away. Do I trade Mahomes if I have Dak? Do I trade Mahomes if I have Dak? It depends. I would shop both Mahomes and Dak. Which one gets you the kind of team that can win the league, hands down? Isaac wants to know why the Bills hate running backs. Honestly, the running back is the short pass game. That's what it is. Trent says, should I trade Bijan and Kincaid for Kelsey and Cooper Kupp? I'd say if you like winning, Trent, you probably do that. All right, let's open up the phone lines briefly.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Call into the Christopher Smith phone line. Christopher dropped a $430 super chat in one evening. If you top him, the phone line will be named after you until somebody knocks you off the totem pole. Did we talk about Tank is him? Oh, that's old. Appreciate you, bro. Russ Wilson, under center. Mitchell for Debo. Debo is worth more than Mitchell, but I do love Mitchell, my guy. My stream freezes every freaking 10 minutes. Come on. Let me exit out and re-enter the damn stream. Uh, 208 caller. Who is this and where are you calling from? Hello? Who is this? Where are you calling from? Some people just aren't born ready. Some people are just not born ready. Okay, let me put this game back on. Start live. All right, Russell Wilson in the gun. Running for his life all game. 3rd and 13, no chance. It's Buffalo Bills will get the football here. 208 caller, you're live. Who is this? Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from? And what's your name?
Idaho.
You're calling from Idaho, I mean Arizona?
Arizona.
Which one is it, though? You said Idaho first.
Arizona.
Wait, why'd you forget where you were calling from?
I don't know. That's where I used to live.
Okay, what's your name, bro?
Gavin.
Gavin, all right. Gavin from unknown. What can I help you with, Gavin?
My team is Mahomes, Eckler, Jonathan Taylor, Keenan Allen, Javonte Adams, Laporta, and then I have Kwan Williams, Pacheco, and then Boyd, Sutton, and...
I'm just going to be honest. I haven't written all this down, bro. So what's the question?
Do I trade Javonte Adams?
For?
Or Pacheco?
For?
A-Chain?
I would trade Pacheco for A-Chain in a millisecond. Adams, I would trade Adams for I would say Pacheco for A-Chain in a millisecond. Straight up, I don't think you're going to get it straight up, bro. If you get it straight up, you're a magician from Arizona. If you get it, you're a magician so capable of magic that you could move back to Idaho at any moment, just with a snap of a finger. But if you have to trade Adams for A-Chan, I would do that. But I'd rather just you put something in the mix with Pacheco and send Pacheco plus for A-Chan. But A-Chan is a top 5 running back to me moving forward.
What do I do with Javonte Adams?
Start him and thank him.
Oh.
What? I mean, did he disappoint you last night?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he's a great buy low. I got Adams here on the buy list. I don't know that you're buying him super low, but he certainly, I mean, against the Jets, bro, he did very well, and they're using him. He's excited. He's motivated. O'Connell's going to get better every game. The game script's going to get better every game. The coaching is going to get better every game. They're motivated. They're running the ball well. Defenses now need to respect the run, so Adams is going to be more open than normal. Adams is a great player starting from here on out, and a great player to acquire as well.
And my last question, do I keep Kyren Williams?
Of course you do. Why would you wait until... And I'm sorry I sound so critical of the questions. I'm merely trying to emphasize my passion behind the answers so that you really know that I'm serious. But why would you wait on Kyren this entire time and then now send him to somebody else who didn't need to wait? Like Kyren's... What was Kiren playing as running back wise before he went down? Top 5 running back is the answer. Yeah. So why are we worried about him? I wouldn't be worried about him. I'd say to myself, this is one of the best, and he's on this list too. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the show, but he's on this list too. Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, bye week free. Is there concerns about Stafford? Absolutely. But that might make them want to run the ball even a little bit more as Stafford's getting a little bit healthier every week. That torn or that strained UCL is going to stay with him for a little bit. But he's a tough guy. He's going to go out there. These are 3 players that are fantastic buy lows. Adams is a fantastic, and not even all these guys are buy lows. They're still good buys, even if you're paying very high value. So you keep telling me players, like everyone you're asking me about is on this screen. Kyren, A-Chan, Adams. These are guys you must have. Make sure Mitchell isn't on waivers tonight when you put your waiver claim in, because he could win you a league, bro. All right, Gavin. Appreciate you, Gavin. Later. Jay, you're live, Jay. Hello.
Hey, Smitty.
Hi, Jay. What's up?
Hey, so I got an offer on the table, and also I wanted to run a counterback as well. So the offer on the table is Tyreek Hill and Laporta for Gibbs and Amon-Ra.
Tyreek Hill and Laporta for Gibbs and Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
I need to watch this game. Hold on a second. I got to put this game over here. Tyreek Hill and Laporta for Gibbs and Amon-Ra. That's tough, bro. My initial reaction was going to be like, you can't trade Tyreek Hill, but the truth of the matter is this is a very even trade, and Amon-Ra's playing so well right now. You want Hill over Amon-Ra. You're drafting Hill over Amon-Ra, of course, but one could argue this is a lot closer than it was, 4 or 5 weeks ago. And so now it's like, is it better to have Gibbs or Laporta? Depends on your need, obviously, at tight end. If you trade Laporta away or you're getting him, what that does. But like, part of me feels like Gibbs is worth so much right now, and we're only scratching the surface. Is there a little concern that, if he only gets 12 carries and doesn't break one off, what happens? What's his stat line look like? Kind of like Walker. Walker will get small volume sometimes, but get the touchdowns in it. Like, it's been working out all year long until recently. Last week, Walker popped back off. Walker's got a little, Gibbs has a little hint of that. Like, is the volume for sure going to be there week in and week out? If the efficiency's not there, then there could be a little bit of a concern, but not enough to where we're talking about entering week number 11. It's week number 11, and it's time to ride or die on some of these guys. And honestly, I probably would rather have Gibbs and Amon-Ra by a hair. Just by a hair. But part of me thinks, like, this Hill side, you should be getting maybe even a tad more if you're trading Hill and Laporta.
I agree. I think you're on the spot there, and I agree. Can I also run a counter by you?
Yeah.
I wanted to go back and say, so he also has Kupp. I wanted to say I was thinking about countering Debo and Gibbs for Kupp and Laporta.
So you'd be getting Kupp and Laporta, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so let me write it properly. Kupp and Laporta for Debo and Gibbs.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, though, bro. It's like I just said this on the other one, kind of telling you that other side, that Gibbs side, might need to get more value on that side perception-wise. And I think, like, as much as I love Cooper Kupp right now, he has played bad several games in a row. You need to make sure you're buying him at the right price, selling him high in hopes that, he... Like, there's a lot of things to think about here. The truth is, Debo's not, in my opinion, that far off Cooper Kupp. That, again, we're facing the same dilemma of Gibbs versus Laporta. I guess I'd rather have this side slightly, this Cooper Kupp side, but good God, man, if Gibbs continues to ball out, I don't know. You know what I'm going to say? I'd rather have the Debo Gibbs side. I'm going to say final answer. Just because I believe in Debo that much right now, it's a risk, but Cooper Kupp still has a lot to prove. And Laporta is good, but he's a rookie. He could potentially be up and down. He's in that kind of down moment right now. I'm going to say, why assume Kupp is going to be, as much as I love to buy him low, why assume Kupp is going to be that much more than Debo? Give me the Gibbs and Debo side. So I don't like it, bro. I think you're trying to force this Kupp trade. I think you're buying Kupp at perceived value as if Kupp was popping off the last 3 weeks and then went on a bye, instead of dropping a dump for 3 weeks and then going on a bye. You're buying him as if he didn't take a dump 3 weeks in a row. I don't like it.
Okay. That's super helpful. Okay, last question. What if it was Monty instead of Gibbs? How do you feel about that?
I like Gibbs more than Monty.
Yeah.
I think you need to reassess how you're buying Cooper Kupp. You're letting this man sell you Cooper Kupp as if he didn't take 2-3 straight dumps right on the field. He's selling him like he's a top 6 overall player. And maybe he could bounce back to that, but you can't buy him there. This is a guy you just got to walk away from the table, I think. It's not that the offer is bad, and if anybody in the chat disagrees with me, they'd rather have the Kupp Laporta side. I mean, by all means, put it in the chat, please. I'm just watching this play here. Put it in the chat, please, so he knows whether there's some other people in support of the Cooper Kupp Laporta side. But would everybody rather have Cooper Kupp and Laporta, this right here, or would you rather have Debo and Gibbs? Please vote in the chat right now. Debo and Gibbs or Kupp and Laporta? Let's see what everybody says. All right, bro. Appreciate you. Later, Jay. Watch for the chat. Yeah, watch for the chat. Theo from Illinois, what's up?
Would you drop Charbonnet, JSN, or Tajay Spears for Keaton Mitchell?
Let me write that down here. Charbonnet, Spears, and who? JSN, Sharbs. Do you have Walker?
No.
Okay, so first of all, let me say this. Let me say that Mitchell is the best player on this board. Okay, so number one, you are for sure picking him up. If I had to rank these guys, I'd say Charbonnet's 1 because of the upside. Spears still has Spears, you know what Spears reminds me of? Mitchell was very delayed in surfacing.
Yeah.
So, I don't think anybody should think to themselves, this guy's done because he had a chance and he didn't rise up. At any moment, it can happen. If let's see, come on, Javonte. If at any moment, Henry goes down, Spears goes to the moon. I like JSN a lot,
exactly.
but until there's an injury in this wide receiver room that takes out DK or Lockett for a significant amount of time, he's going to be up and down. So I think you're capable of picking up JSN again. But then again, if you don't need RBs, if you never anticipate starting Spears, you could cut him and keep the wide receiver if you think Spears or JSN is going to help you out with bye weeks and injuries. But if you can't figure out how to get JSN into your lineup, I'd drop JSN and keep the 2 RBs.
All
right, later, bro.
Thanks.
All right, Javonte's out of the game, son of a B. Man, Wilson's been escaping over and over and over. Buffalo cannot get their mitts on him. It's kind of crazy, nonstop. Just scrambling around. Amazon Joe, JT, Bijan, Monty, or Kamara, who to trade for Achane? I'm going to say don't trade Kamara if possible. Don't trade. I'd try and trade Bijan for Achane. Then if that didn't work, I'd probably trade Monty for Achane. I'd probably try and keep Kamara and JT in that specific order, but I do believe Achane's probably the best player on that whole list, but I would definitely buy him appropriately because you can. Howell, Kyler, Bijan, Devontae Smith for Lamar, Pollard, Thielen. I'd probably go with the Bijan side and just hopes that Kyler does, some sort of a remarkable, performance type of, finish to the season. 2025 mid-third or Singletary Dynasty. I mean, if you can win cash money, Jeff Sherman, if you can win cash money, Singletary's okay to add right now. But if it's not going to win you money, I don't necessarily trade future value for Singletary because I don't think he has any value. Smitty is really the best content creator out there. It's not even close, says Jay. It's not even close. Also, genuinely good guy. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate your super chat and the kind words. You are the man. Robert with a 10 wad on screen.
The moon.
Robert, my man. 12-team PPR. Lamar, Sun God. Olave, Douglas, JT, Monty, Warren. Wandell, Algier, Kyler, Singletary, Justin Jefferson, and Kiren coming back. Streaming tight end, Otten. Trade waiver suggestions. Go get Keaton Mitchell. He could win you a league. JT, Monty are pretty solid and secure. I kind of keep that going. Kiren, JJ coming back. You keep that going. So, Sun God, honestly, I like your team a lot. Am I trying to get Broncos? Cortland Sutton trying to pull in a touchdown grab out of bounds. We'll see the replay on this one. Is that Javonte rolling around on the ground? Oh, he looked like this is going to be close. You know, Cortland Sutton, for as much crap as I give him. Oh, this might be in. This might be in. Like, he obviously scrapes out of bounds, but it looks like he might be in. For all the crap I give Cortland Sutton, he's been catching a lot of touchdowns this year, even though the yardage isn't always quite there. He's pretty decent. You know, he's decent for sure. He's been playing much better than anybody gives him credit for, and that's me included. This is a good team, man. You got such a good team. I don't know that I'm changing anything, to be honest with you. If I could upgrade Kyler somehow, which no, you got Lamar. Yeah, I'm not doing anything here, man. Monty for Achan, JT for Achan. You know, just some sort of, you know, maneuver like that. That's the only thing I'm even considering. I like your team a lot. You know, Eckler on your team using JT, Monty, and something small. Jason, if you could turn the show down in the background, please. And what could I help you with, Jason? As fast as you can.
Hey.
Yeah.
No problem, Smitty. I was wondering if I could give you my box. If I could make some sort of package to upgrade my team.
As quick as you can.
Okay. I got Kyler Murray, Chris Olave, Tank Dell, Brees Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, Schultz, Jigba, McBride, Swift, Hill, Charbonnet, Gibson.
Hold on. Swift, Hill, who? Okay, Swift, Tyreek Hill, JSN, who else?
Antonio Gibson, Ty Chandler, and Justin Fields.
Okay, so Schultz, Stevenson, Hall, Dell, Kyler Olave. Yeah, I mean, look, I hate to say it, but you probably need to trade Tyreek Hill or get lucky and find a Kyler buyer or a Fields buyer. You roll with the other one, and by doing so, you upgrade Olave into Cooper Kupp, which wouldn't even make it you immune to another trade. Let me show the team here. Sorry. So you trade Kyler and let's say Olave, these two players for like a Cooper Kupp, and that doesn't even make you immune to trading Tyreek Hill into two players. But I think you got to potentially use that quarterback. If you can't get rid of that quarterback, your only move, because I don't know that this team is good enough to win it all, is to take Tyreek Hill and trade him into two players. And so you just need to go to teams and look at the buy list that we got right here. Go to teams that have Puka, go to teams that have Devonta Smith, go to teams that have Kiren, go to teams that have Kupp, go to teams that have Bijan, go to teams that have Achan, Debo, even Pollard might be somebody that you, not everybody, but you specifically have to go and take a gamble on Pollard. So you trade Tyreek Hill for Pollard and a wide receiver that we absolutely love. Maybe it's Devontae Adams. So go to the Adams owner, see what Adams has at RB. Go to the Kiren owner, see what the Kiren owner has at RB. Kiren and Adams for Hill and something small like Gibson, Antonio Gibson, smash. Just go through combinations of these guys. Try and get two of them somehow, some way. Keaton Mitchell and, Jamar Chase for Tyreek Hill. If somebody will do just a slight downgrade because they love Jamar Chase so much. All right, bro. Later.
All right,
Yeah. Let's see here. Last caller, and then I'm out of here, and I'll be back for the waiver wire show following the game. Travis, what's up, my guy? As quick as you can. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll call back in. You said you're going live after the game.
Yeah, but if you got something quick, go ahead.
Yeah, just in general, at this point in the season, I feel like my team is close, but I feel like I need kind of a big swing to get me over the top. Are you willing to trade away like tons of depth if it puts you over the top, or do you kind of? I'm going to be 64, so
It depends. It depends on 1,000 different things. I don't think there's any real way to decide that a blanket statement. Like you trade to beef up your lineup always, I think, but depth is nice too. But I'm never about, let me take this player and turn it into 2 players so I can have a dilemma, a lineup dilemma each week. So I'm never taking that stance, but always beef up, especially you're walking into week 11. Like, this is crunch time. We're in double-digit weeks now. So,
yeah. All right. I'll call back.
Yeah, call in with some dilemmas tonight. All right, appreciate you. Okay, let's see here. I'm out of here. I got, I think I caught up on all the super chats. Thank you for all the super chats. You guys are absolute monsters. Thank you, Ruckus, with the $20 hauler. Thank you, Kyle, with the $50 hauler. Thank you, Sam, with the $20 hauler. Sam, you monster, you. Sam to the moon. Kyle with another $50 hauler. Kyle again with another $50 hauler. Kyle's a freaking monster. Easy with the $20 hauler. Appreciate you, Easy. And by the way, Kyle, you became a unicorn tonight.
He is a unicorn.
I have my mic off. I'm sorry. Howard became a unicorn on this night. $150 hauler from Howard. Howard, appreciate you dropping that. I'll see you all for the waiver wire show after. As soon as the game's over, sometimes with like a minute left, I go live and we're going to kick off the waiver wire show. So I'll see you all on that show tonight. Appreciate every single one of you being here. Thanks very much for the support. Hit that like button on the way out the door. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you to my super chatters. I will see you tonight. Don't forget Keaton Mitchell time, baby. Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. Live whenever news breaks, big news breaks, and live after games. So whether it's Thursday night football, Monday night football, Sunday football, your boy is here for you to do a recap show because that's how we roll. So nobody's live more than us, I venture to say, very, very boldly venture to say. So do it live. See you all tonight. Waiver show immediately following the game. I'll see you all later.